So, good morning, all of you. I guess, sorry I got a bit late today. We will wait for a while as people are joining still. We will start in 5 minutes. So, guys, how is the course going so far? Have you completed yesterday's, as I said, the first module on solo run? Hello. आज टाकलंय ना मेसेज तेच कोर्सचा हो चालेल ओके. So guys, this is our today's agenda. So yesterday I forgot to take one thing, that is Boolean logic. Then operator precedence. After that, list, its operations, functions on list, range, for loops, and a simple calculator program. I guess we will wait for. It's 11:05. We will wait for 11:07. Just text your friends or anyone if they are going to join. Good morning, Lokesh. Good morning, Srikant. Okay, Kaustubh. The link is shared. We will wait for another 1 minute and we will begin. I hope you all have completed the first module on solo learn. I hope it was easy. If you have any doubt, you can please share it in the chat section or in the attendance form that we are going to distribute later on. Okay, so I guess we have got enough viewers. Good morning, everyone. So Akshay is also here. Shall I begin, Akshay? Okay, so yes. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3. So as I said, today's agenda would be, first we will start with Boolean logic. Then operator precedence, list operations, list functions, range, for loops, and a simple calculator. So yeah, let's begin with the course. Yesterday I forgot to take these three concepts. That is Boolean logic. What is Boolean logic? So basically, Boolean logic is nothing but our simple logic that we used to learn in our back in 10th and all. So अगर ये और ये है, if one and one is there, so its output is one. For or any one of the entities should be one or true, then the following thing will execute. And for not, it is just the negation. That means ulta. If it is true, then it should be false, like that. Let's get a practical approach on it. So yeah, today's topic is Boolean logic. Okay. So first we will start with AND. What can be a best example for AND? Let's say we have to do a student grading system in which students are given grades based on their marks. So basically, how will these grades be distributed? So let's say if a student gets marks from 90 to 100, then he is rewarded as A grade or A plus grade. Then from let's say 80 to 90, then he will be rewarded with B grade. Let's write a simple program. Let's take an input from a user. As it is marks, we will take input as int. Then inside int we will write input, enter marks. Okay. So based on this input, how will we proceed further? We will obviously need a if statement. So if marks, that is x, is greater than or equal to 90 and uh, x is less than 100, we will write less than equal to 100, as marks can be 100 as well. So if marks are less than equal to 100, we will just simply print A grade. Okay. For others, I have not yet written the code. I will just execute this small code. Let's see how it goes. I guess there is some problem. Just a second, guys. It is into kernel. I guess there is some problem with my kernel. Actually, this problem happens quite a lot of time on our Jupyter notebook. I will just open. Okay, so the code has been run. So enter marks. Let's say the marks are 95. Let's say the marks are 95. So when we enter, the grade is A. So I hope you have understood what is AND. So basically, either both are true. Sorry, if only both are true, then only we will execute the following code. Now here only we will add elif statements. Elif. I will just copy this snippet. So here it would be 90 and here it would be 80. So let's print it as B grade. Okay. Similarly, we can write as $80 and 70 over here. That would be C grade. We will not add a D grade. So simply we will write else, not an else, because if a user enters incorrect marks, so in that case the problem should not occur. So if x is less than what was our answer? That's the 70. So 70 was our cutoff. We will write as print fail. Okay, else incorrect input. So what would be the incorrect input in our case? Can someone tell me? Marks can be from 0 to 100 only. So what would be the incorrect input? Also there needs an upgradation over here. So if x is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, and x is less than 70, so that is x is in between 0 and 70. Yeah, so Techno, you have answered it right. Techno word. Yeah, if user enters alphabet. Yeah, we will get to that Z, but in later on. For that, there is a concept called error handling. Error handling, in that we will learn that concept, that is try, catch and throw. So yeah, for now we will assume that the input is taken as only an integer. Okay, so let's run this code. Enter marks. Let's try 60. Now it should tell us it failed. Okay, again if I enter marks, let's try with 77. It will tell us C grade. Now let's try again with some invalid value, -1, incorrect input. So yeah, our code is running well. Also, if the number is 101, incorrect input. So yeah, so that's correct, Z. That would be incorrect, or if the number is out of limit. Yeah. So okay, so this was about AND. What would be the best possible case for using OR in our code? Can anyone give me an example about where we can use OR in our programming, or in any real life example? Just write it in the chat section. So OR is basically ye ya ye. Either I have requirement of A or either of B. If I get any one of them, then I can proceed further. So that is basically OR. Let me give an example. Let's say X is true, Y is false. If I write X x or y, then its answer would be true. I hope you get that. Uh, let's say in our real life example, uh, मुझे मैगी खाना है, तो अब मैं जब शॉपकीपर के पास जाऊंगा, तो अगर शॉपकीपर के पास जाऊंगा तो ही विल गिव मी अ वैरायटी ऑफ ऑप्शन, बट आई वांट मैगी. लेकिन मैं ऐसा करूंगा, सम माइट डू और नॉट, लेकिन मुझे खाना ही है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, yippee के मिल गए तो भी ले लूंगा. सो दैट इज अ रियल वर्ल्ड एग्जांपल ऑफ और. सो ये और ये रहा, तो मेरा टारगेट क्या है, मुझे क्या एग्जीक्यूट करना है, मुझे खाना है, मुझे नूडल्स खाना है. सो इट वुड बी मैगी और नॉर्मल नूडल्स और एनी अदर ब्रांड. सो दैट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ और. And the third one is not just simply inverts the code. Let's say uh, not of x. Let's try to enter. See, it would be false. If I write it as like this, not of y, then it would be true. So basically not just it does it ulta. So that is the thing of not. So I guess ये चीज़ें सबको क्लियर हो गई होगी, what is not, what is or, and what is and. If so, please ping a yes. We will proceed further. So yeah guys, if there's any doubt in and, or, and not, just please tell me, else we will proceed further. Okay, so yes, so we proceed further. So what is our next concept? So next concept is operator precedence. Let me show you what it is. So basically when we are playing with if, else, for, or any loops, so we give condition, right? So basically what we do is at the same time we try to use many operators. For example, in this case we have used greater than equal to, and as well, and less than equal to as well. So अभी तीन ऑपरेटर्स अगर अवेलेबल है, सो फॉर द inside process it needs to have some set of rules. So if we look over here, first it will perform and. There is no such thing that कि चीजें sequentially आई है तो वो sequentially होंगी. And as a higher precedence, let me show you the precedence chart. So this is the precedence chart. If you want to learn more about it, you can just pause this video for a sec or something, and you can just use these operators in your own code. So operator precedence में क्या होता है, ये the most जिसको सबसे ज़्यादा वैल्यू है और सबसे ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटी है, it would be 2 stars, that is our exponential operator, raised to operator, then this ones. So in this way the precedence is done. I hope you get that. So operator precedence is in this way. Now we are going to turn to one of the best part of Python, that is list. Okay, so list. So our next topic is list. So what is list? So let's first see what is theoretically. It stores an index list of items. So list is basically nothing but let's say एक लाइन है जिसमें हम आइटम स्टोर कर रहे हैं. सो लिस्ट इंडेक्सिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 0, दैट इज जो पहला एलिमेंट होता है लिस्ट का, उसका जो इंडेक्स होता है. सो लिस्ट में वैल्यूज कैसे स्टोर होते हैं, हर आइटम के लिए एक पर्टिकुलर इंडेक्स होता है. फॉर अ स्मॉलेस्ट लिस्ट एज वेल, इट स्टार्ट्स विद अ 0. लेट्स से a list with one item, उसका इंडेक्स होगा 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, any number of times, any number of elements, the number of elements the list is having, similarly the index would be. Certain item in the list can be accessed by using its index in square brackets. Okay, एक list बना दी है मैंने. Let's say a list of sports items. उसमें फुटबॉल आ जाएगा, लेट्स से अपना बैडमिंटन आ जाएगा, ये सब. तो मैंने वो स्पोर्ट्स के नाम डाल दिए लिस्ट में, तो हर इंडेक्स पे ये होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल 0 पे मैंने डाल दिया क्रिकेट, फर्स्ट पे डाल दिया फुटबॉल, सेकंड पे डाल दिया बैडमिंटन. सो इन दिस वे वी विल इम्प्लीमेंट द लिस्ट. ओके, सो लेट्स सी अ स्मॉल एग्जांपल हाउ इट इज डिक्लेयर्ड. कुछ भी यूज करने से पहले हम क्या करेंगे, एक वेरिएबल यूज करेंगे. सो लेट्स डिक्लेयर अ वेरिएबल li which is our list is equal to, अगर मैं ये एग्जीक्यूट करूं, so the output would be an empty list, as मैंने डिक्लेयर करते समय एक empty list डाली. Now let's try to input some things. Let's put a number 12, 13, 5, 4.0. ऑल्सो वन थिंग, लिस्ट में ऐसा कुछ फिक्स नहीं होता कि हर एलिमेंट का डेटा टाइप सेम होना चाहिए. लिस्ट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल टाइप्स ऑफ आइटम्स. लिस्ट के अंदर एक लिस्ट भी हो सकती है. लेट मी शो यू. लिस्ट के अंदर, ओके, सो वी कैन ऑल्सो एड अ स्ट्रिंग ओवर हियर. हाय, हेलो. अब लिस्ट के अंदर हम लिस्ट भी डाल सकते हैं. लेट मी शो यू. It would be a list of numbers from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now if I run this code, my list will have this number of elements. So indexing कैसी है इसकी? 0th element is 12, first element is 13, second is 5, उसके बाद 4.0, फिर hi, hello, and then there is a list के अंदर एक और list. So in this way we can, now let's access a particular element. If I have to access 4.0, then what I will write, what is the index of 4.0? 12 is 1, 13 is 2, 5 is 12 is 0, 13 is first, 5 is second, 4.0 is 3. So li of 3 will give me 4.0. now list के अंदर हम list भी डालते हैं, तो उसका एलिमेंट हमें कैसे एक्सेस करना है. So let's say what would be the index of our list inside the list? It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be 6. Okay. So 6 के आगे हम एक और bracket use करेंगे, और if I have to access 3, so its index would be 2. If I can simply run the code, see, I have access 3. Have you guys got the workflow? मतलब list के अंदर list कैसे access करना? If so, please just put a yes. Or if you have any doubt, please ask it. ऑल्सो अगर गाइज लाइव स्ट्रीम में नहीं और आपको कोई भी डाउट एनी टाइम एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आता है, तो भी यू कैन जस्ट सिंपली आस्क इट. सो आई होप द लिस्ट इज ओके विथ यू ऑल. नाउ व्हाट वाज आवर लास्ट स्टेटमेंट इन लिस्ट? लेट अस चेक. Strings can be indexed like list. Indexing strings behaves as though you are indexing a list containing each character in the string. So what does this statement basically means is, let's say there is a string named Rohan, ROHAN. So basically that string is also an index list with separate characters at separate index of element. If I am writing Rohan, so it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. ROHAN. R is mapped to 0, O to 1. Similarly, the other elements. Let me show you how it would be. Let me write it over here. Let's declare a string string is equal to as I took my example. Let's try something over here. First, let me show you the operation, then we will try that thing. Let's access string of 0. See, it has given as r. हमने यहाँ पे डेटा टाइप क्या यूज किया. Now, if I what is the type of string? Now it would be string. Okay. Now if I access 0th element of string, it will give me as a r. Let's typecast this string, then let's see what would be the answer of this. String is equal to list of. What I am doing over here is I have typecasted a list into a string into a list. Okay. Now let's see what is type of string. Okay, and also print string. See, we have successfully converted a string into a list. Okay, so as I said, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा है, strings can be indexed like list. Okay, मतलब अगर मैं वैसे डायरेक्टली कर रहा था तो भी I could have accessed it from a particular index, लेकिन मैं उसको कन्वर्ट कर रहा हूँ तो it has been successfully converted into list. So this is the beauty of Python, I can say to you, क्योंकि यही कोड अगर आप दूसरे लैंग्वेज में जाओगे तो वो बहुत बड़ा होगा, लेकिन यहाँ हमने क्या बस 4 लाइन में एक स्ट्रिंग को कन्वर्ट कर दिया एक लिस्ट में. Okay, so this was about list. So have you guys got the basic idea of list, so that I can move forward to list operations? Just ping a yes, or if you have any doubt, please ask me. Just ping a yes if you have got what is list. Okay, so we have got enough yes, so there is no doubt, I guess. So we will move forward to list operations. So what are list operations? Reassigning an element, adding and multiplying to list in operator, not operator. Now let me show you its example. So अभी हमने यहाँ पे कैसे किया है, हमारी string का जो ये, if you will see it over here, so our string is now like this. Now what I have to do is reassign, okay, an element. So what I will simply do is string of, let's say, third element, which is a. Now I have to change it to n. Okay. Now if I print the string, its answer would be ROHNN. See, now this thing would be clear to all of you, but for the ones who are who have no knowledge of programming, अगर मैं यहाँ पे simply n लिखता तो क्या होता? Just tell me in the chat section. अगर मैं इधर just simply एक character लिखता, let's say any character, let's say a, तो यहाँ पर क्या होता? जस्ट टेल मी, अगर मैं यहाँ पे ये करता तो क्या होता? I will just run it for all of you. एरर आता ये तो है, बट क्यों आया ये एरर? या z error आएगा. Can anyone tell me what would be the possible error? Means please allow, just tell me. I am going to explain, but I am just checking if you have got the thing or not. So basically the thing over here is, जब मैं directly a लिख रहा हूँ, so a मतलब क्या हो गया, it is an object or it's a variable. ठीक है, so it is not a string actually. मैंने आपको पहले ही बोला था कि whatever the string would be, it would be in a quotes. Okay, so जब मैं यहाँ पर a लिख रहा हूँ तो पीसी को क्या लग रहा है, सॉरी जो अंदर सिस्टम है उसको क्या लग रहा है कि कोई तो वेरिएबल होगा a, उसके साथ मुझे डील करना है. सो ये फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स से ए मैं इधर डिक्लेयर कर देता हूँ, उससे एरर हट जाएगा. लेट्स से a इज इक्वल टू 5. कंट्रोल एंटर. ओके, सो दिस हैज रन सक्सेसफुली बिकॉज a वाज इक्वल टू 5. लेकिन कोडिंग करते वक्त हमें क्या लगा, हम a को, सॉरी लेट्स टेक सम z ओवर हियर, क्योंकि फिर चेंज क्या होगा. ओके, I guess there is some internet problem over here. Just a second guys, I am resolving it. Okay, so I guess we are back. Just a second, let me check. Yeah, so we are back. Yeah, Technoworld and Z, yeah, as A was not defined, it thrown an error. Now we are defining Z, but while writing what I was thinking, I wanted to replace A with Z. So what happened? It replaced Z with the variable, but when I will type it over here as a string, it will change it to Z. I hope this is okay to you all. Now let's move forward to our next operation, that is adding and multiplying two lists. Same like you know when we were learning string, तो string में हम क्या करते थे, concatenation करते थे और एक multiplication करते थे. तो same can be performed on a list as well. Let me show you with example. अभी this is our, now this is our list. Okay, now I have to add something as what can I add? Let's say new string is equal to string plus, we will add another list over here. We can add it as teaches Python. Okay, so let me run this code. I will also print the new string. Okay, so what happened over here is we have concatenated two lists. Our previous list was Rohan, but I splitted it into separate letters. Similarly, I can do it with this next string as well. Let's see if we can typecast a list into a string. Back. I will typecast it over here only. I guess it hasn't performed it successfully. uh, Guys, try to resolve this doubt on your own. This would be a task for your day. Just try what has gone wrong over here. Try it on your own, and just let me know it tomorrow or uh, during this live chat section as well. So what is going wrong over here? Okay. So yeah, this was our concatenation operation. Now let's try another operation, which is multiplication of strings. Now how multiplication is performed? Just a second, guys. Okay. So multiplication of two lists. Okay. So it is done as, let me declare a list. Li is equal to, sorry, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay. Enter. If I print li star 3, see, so basically what it has done, एक लिस्ट है उसको ये 3 बार मल्टीप्लाई करके उसी लिस्ट में ऐड किया. So this was our second operation on list. Are we okay to go, guys? Have you understood what is concatenation of list and multiplication of list? Just ping a yes, so we will move ahead. Okay, so we have got enough yes. So we will move with in operator. So what is in operator? Okay, let us declare. We have already declared a string list li. If I see what is li is 1 2 3 4 5. Now I have to check whether third number is in int. If 3 is in li, it will give me a true. So what does in keyword do is, it just says us कि हाँ, अगर मैंने कोई चीज पास की है तो is it present in our given list or not. So this would be what would be the practical implementation of this is that let's say roll number of past students. So if I have to check if my number is passed or not, I will just write a script in which I have to write my roll number in a particular list. So in that way I can easily get to know what is whether my thing is in that particular list or not. So this was in operator. And not. Not is simply as that we seen in Boolean. If I write not over here and if I just enter it, it will give me false. Okay, so it has given me false because I have used the not 3, which isn't 3 in list, so it is false. So that is our not and in operator. So let's try some now functions on list. Okay, there are many functions on list. The 4 main function that we are going to see today are these ones. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask. I am continuing with this function, but if you have any doubt, just put it into the chat section. So let's take the first function on list, which is append. What is our list? List is 1 2 3 4 5. The real life example would be कुछ बच्चों का पेपर रीचेकिंग करके आया और वो पास हो गए. So now what I have to do is I have to add 10th roll number पास हो गया. 1 2 3 4 5 तो पास थे ही. Let's assume there were 10 students. So I have to 10th number के बच्चे ने अपना पेपर रीचेकिंग के लिए डाला. So it would be like this. Now I have to add it into my list. If you are using Jupyter, if you write li and you dot, you press tab. These are all the operations. This is another task for you today. All you have to do is ये सब operations आपको देखने. Just pause the video for a minute and copy all the operations. और ये आप घर जाके, या obviously आप घर में ही हो, लेकिन जब आप practice करने बैठोगे, so just do all these operations. Okay. Now we are looking at append. So this dot append, मुझे डालना था 10th roll number, पास हो गया. So I will enter it. I will print list. It got appended 2 times. गलती से 2 बार एंटर दबा दिया था मैंने. ओके. सो अभी गलती से 2 बार मैंने बच्चे को डाल दिया अंदर, पास कर दिया. तो एक्चुअली वो तो एक ही बार चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट there is this operation called pop. If I simply do this, लिस्ट ने क्या किया, जो लास्ट एलिमेंट ऐड किया है हमने उसको पॉप आउट कर दिया. ठीक है. I guess pop also works with particular index. Let's just see if we can add an index over here. Let's say 2 को हमें निकालना है. So is it working? See, also pop works with the parameters. So आप just क्या पास कर दो, you have to just pass the index of the element. Now let me show you. लिस्ट हमारी थी पहले 1 2 3 4 5 5. Okay. Now list dot pop the first indexed element. So what would be the list? It is 1 3 4 5. See, it has popped 2 from the list. ये मैंने freshly declare किया था अभी 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So pop भी हमने function देख लिया है. What is pop? Let's see the next function, that is length. अभी हमें लेंथ फंक्शन कैसे यूज करना है. लेंथ कैन बी यूज डायरेक्टली एज, लेंथ के अंदर अपना वेरिएबल पास कर दो. दैट इज, अभी हमारा वेरिएबल क्या है, li, दैट इज लिस्ट जो हमने डिक्लेयर की है. सो इफ आई जस्ट एंटर इट, आंसर इज 4. ओके. लेंथ ऑफ लिस्ट इज 4 बिकॉज 1 2 3 4 5 पहले 5 एलिमेंट थे. आई पॉप्ड 1 फ्रॉम द लिस्ट, सो देयर आर जस्ट 4 elements remaining in the list. Okay. See, so we have performed the length operation as well. Now insert. मुझे किसी particular index पे ये डालना है. Now 1 3 4 5 are just present in the list. Now I have to insert 2 again. So लेकिन मुझे क्या करना है, 2 को डालना है सबसे 3 और 4 के बीच में. So what would be the index? So 1 का इंडेक्स 0 है, 3 का इंडेक्स 1 है, 4 का इंडेक्स 2 है, लेकिन मुझे 3 और 4 के बीच में डालना है. तो आई विल sorry, we are looking at index operation, right? So index जानना है तो sorry I just confused the two concepts together. If I have to insert 3 और 4 के बीच में, तो I will use insert. Just a second. Okay. Insert function takes 2 arguments. I forgot to mention that. The first argument in the insert function is the index of the element, and the second argument in the while performing this operation, that would be the actual letter we have to put. Now our index is 2 and we have to put 2. Let's print the list again. See, so we have successfully inserted 2 between 3 and 4. Okay. So basically insert is a function on list. which takes two arguments. The first argument here is the index, which is 2, and second argument is our actual item that we have to insert. Okay, so this is how the insert works. Now let's see our fourth, that is index. Let me add a new column over here. लिस्ट हमारी पहले से प्रेजेंट है 1 3 2 4 5. Now I have to check what is the index of let's say I have to check the index of element which is 5. Index takes only one argument, which is the actual element we are passing in order to retrieve the index of that particular element. So this is about the index. Now let's move forward to our next thing. So these are the four functions that we tried on this today. I will request you to play with this thing. यहाँ पर जो भी है append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. Just whenever you will be going to practice this, just make sure you are performing all these operations. So this would be the task for the day for you. Just use Jupyter if you have. If you are doing it on the phone, you can also use the Colab, Google Colab. So yeah, we have also completed the list functions. Okay, so our next topic for the day is range function. If you have any doubt, just put it into the chat section. I will just look it over from there. Okay, so the range function. What is the range function? Range function does nothing but basically it creates a range object. It just creates a range object. अगर हमने एक पैरामीटर उसमें पास किया है, if we have passed one argument, then it creates a range object which has numbers from 0 to n minus 1. Let me show you. Example of range. X is equal to range of 5 numbers up to 5. Let's print X. See, so X has become an object which has numbers ranging from 0 to 5. Now if I typecast it from here, it will create a list of 5 numbers from 0 to 4. Okay, so this is how range function works. If it takes only one argument, it creates numbers from that to it creates a range object from that to n minus 1 number. If it takes two arguments, so if the range object takes two arguments, what it will do is create that range object from that particular number to that n minus 1 particular number. Let's write an example over here. We have to generate numbers from 5 to 10. Okay, so 5 to 10. Okay, 5 comma 5 comma 10, 5 6 7 8 9. Now just to make sure you guys are into this thing, just tell me यहाँ पर 10 क्यों नहीं आया. It is simple, it is damn simple. Just tell me यहाँ पर 10 क्यों नहीं आया. Just tell me कि यहाँ पर 10 क्यों नहीं आया है. Yeah, so Z n minus first element, that is the right answer. Sangvi Appam, that is also the right answer. So yeah, अभी मुझे नंबर्स तो जनरेट करने थे बीच में. सो आई विल टेक n plus 1 number to generate range from 0 to nth number. So sorry, from I to n number. So see, we have created it over successfully. Now the third thing in range is if the range takes third argument, it denotes as the interval. Now interval क्या होता है? Let me show you. Now if I have to generate odd numbers, okay, so what would be the interval? There would be the interval of two numbers. Let's give a third argument and I have to okay the for loop. So next concept is our for loop. Okay, what is for loop used for? For loop is used to repeat a certain bunch of code. So let's say मुझे एक ही काम, let's say there are let's take a real time example. मुझे क्या करना है? एक मुझे लिस्ट दी गई है रोल नंबर्स की. I have to give that list to my printer and print a particular result for each number present in that list. Okay, so basically हम कॉलेज में करते हैं ना, हम प्यून के पास जाते हैं और उससे बोलते हैं कि मुझे मेरा रिजल्ट दे. So you just give him the your ID number and you take the result from him. So that is the simplest real-time example of for loop. Let's perform something. Let's say for I in range 5, print I. So what will this do is, it will do nothing but print number from 0 to 4, that is 0 to n minus 1. Okay, let's say we have to append odd numbers into the list from 0 to 100. How will we just you give me the logic. What would be the code over here? Range में मैं क्या लिखूंगा? In order to create a list which will have odd numbers from 0 to 100. I have declared an empty list over here. Okay, for I in range. Range के अंदर 3 arguments आएंगे. That is a hint for you. Just tell me what would be the thing inside the range function. Just write it into the chat section. What would be the logic in order to create a list of odd numbers from 0 to 100? Okay, so I have got one answer, that is 1, 10, 10 and 3. Let's see whether it works or not. So 1, 100, 3. Print. Okay, so actually as I said, the third argument that we are giving is an interval. So if we take interval of 3 numbers, then it will not generate odd numbers, but it will generate numbers at an interval of 3 numbers. So yeah, Zaid Irfani, I guess that is the right answer. We will need to replace the argument with 2. So if I run this code, see, we have generated all the odd numbers from this one to 100. So I guess this is okay to you all. Yeah, Vaibhavi, yeah, that is also that is Vaibhavi, it won't be 0. as 0 is not considered either even or odd. So our number is starts from first. So Z, your arguments are the right answer. I hope Weber you have got that out. If not, I will just run it over here. Let's see what happens. This will generate even numbers. See, we had to generate odd numbers, so we will start with 1, and at an interval of 2 numbers we are generating odd numbers. I hope this doubt is clear to you, Vaibhavi. Shall we move on to our next? Yeah, it will generate even numbers. Is the for loop clear to you all, guys? Just ping a yes. So it is time already. Meantime, I will just generate our attendance sheet for the day. So guys, how was today's session? Did you like it? I am generating the attendance sheet right now. Just give me the feedback. Actually, I know Python easy है, बहुत बंदों ने किया भी होगा, but as I said earlier, our target audience is the ones who haven't started with the programming. So I guess ये सब आज सबको क्लियर हुआ होगा. एक चीज आपको जो मैंने पहले ही बोली है, just make sure you are practicing more and more. You are practicing programming daily. So उससे क्या होगा, आपकी आदत नहीं छूटेगी and you will excel obviously in coding or programming thing. So okay. Okay guys, so attendance form is ready. I'm just spamming it into the chat section. Also thank you guys, you guys were amazing. कल फॉर्म में ही मुझे कुछ kind words मिले, that really boosts my confidence. So yeah, thank you for that. I guess for loop भी हो गया. So guys, question for the day for you all guys is, if you want to answer it right now, you can just simply go and answer it right now as well in the chat section. What is the difference between for and while in Python? Okay guys, so this is your question for the day. Okay, so I guess that was it for the day. This is the question, just try to Google it and answer it. मतलब खुद के लिए अच्छा होगा. This question is the most probably asked during interview. So yeah, consider that question. Thank you guys. It was amazing. Today's session was amazing. Yeah. So for statement iterates through collection and while simply loops. Yeah. So yeah, Zaid, this is the right answer. For loop क्या करता है? It relates to a given collection. It might be a tuple, it might be a list, or it might be a dictionary. लेकिन while loop क्या करता है, just it do the thing until the condition becomes false. Okay, so I guess I've got enough responses as well. So yeah, guys, it was great interacting with you all. Have a nice day. Thank you. Attendance form would be live till now. It's 12:06. Attendance form will be live until 12:20. So if you have guys got late for the course, so no problem. You can fill your attendance till 12:20. Okay.